Hello again, everyone. This is an informal part 2 to the video I just posted, but I needed to share this part also. I'm reading from Matthew 14. I'm going to read from verses 13 through 16, and then I'm going to read verses 22 and 24. Now, when we start at 13, it's right after Jesus received news of his cousin's death and so on. And it said, when Jesus heard what had happened, he withdrew by boat privately to a solitary place. Hearing of this, the crowds followed him on foot from the towns. When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. And then it goes on in 14 and 16, when the disciples, as evening approached and so on, and they came to Jesus and they told him to send the people away. In verse 16, he said, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." Now, this is a person who just received awful news of his cousin's death. Instead of leaving the crowd to deal with their own sicknesses and so on, it says he had compassion on them. And even when he had a second chance to send them away, when the disciples said, "Let them go and get something to eat," he could have said, "Well, I didn't get my quiet time then, I'll take it now." He still looked at the needs of the people, and he's still looking after your needs to this day. I'm reading this because he is a God to be trusted. He's a God that we can trust with our entire being, with our whole heart. His love is complete. And in Matthew 14:22, it says, Immediately Jesus made the disciples get into the boat. I'm going to stop at that point. Then let's go to 24. And the boat was already a considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves, because the wind was against it. But as we see here, it says Jesus made the disciples get into the boat. And then we read on and we saw that the boat was buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. Jesus already knew they would have come to a point where the waves and so on would have been against the boat. But he sent them anyway. Don't be afraid. When I tell you you are going to make this, you are going to make it. You are going to come out of it. And you're going to look back and say, it was only the hand of God that did this for me or for us. So keep going. God is with you. Take courage and don't be afraid. Thanks for watching. God loves you. Bless you.